Oh, there it is. I can see it. I can see the big book. Can you see the big pool of water in the distance there? I think. Oh, it does. It does look like it got burnt right to the edges. Oh, Donnie will be impressed. We always like a bit of bushfire to activate a few things. You know, it's sad on the native wildlife and residents, but the plants bounce back. I don't think I've ever been able to take this view before because there's all the vegetation in the way, so I might just keep the camera rolling. And it looks so, well, it doesn't look too small from here, but it looks smaller than it did, I suppose. That's until we get down there, I suppose. But whoa, hope I don't trip over. But you can see there's still moisture in the soil surface here. It hasn't dried out. And it's quite cool here. It's feels about 20 degrees, whereas where I am today, it's dry, windy, about 25. So there's that 5 degree difference, which is important because, you know, for every 10 degrees rise in temperature, you double the reaction rate. So it can be important both ways. By slowing the reaction rate down, also speeding it up, depending which direction you're going in. But yeah, don't you think it looks quite wonderful down there? So I'm thinking of making this like a 15-minute sort of job, leaving enough on the camera for hopefully Banata at Cleveland, and maybe an extra. I've got another card in my pocket, but it's, as I said, it's that broken card that has a couple of clips on it that won't work, and I can't take them off, and I can't wipe them off. So it's really turning from a 45-minute card, it's turned into about like a 23-minute card. So yeah, it's only got half the amount. So what do you think? And you can still see the little wall bit on the side there that normally that will drip in wintertime, but I swear I've got footage of that dripping and I can't find it. And just last night I was thinking, yeah, I've taken footage of my my son when he was younger up at Cleveland, because I remember the music in the background was that Macarena thing. That was like 99, 2000. So I reckon that was taken when I first got the camera up at Cleveland, when we sort of like went up there and it was hot, so that must have been January, February. So I've got other footage somewhere, and I've got all our recce trips as well. You know, and like there's one when I filmed, we went out to Scott Conservation Park. That's different from Scott Creek Conservation. They're two different parks. Scott Conservation Park is this really sandy area, and because it's at the base of the basically the sand pit that's made out of the 4 peaks in the Mount Compass area, of course. And I remember Donnie driving in there, and we were sliding around in the car, and I was filming it, and we were laughing our heads off. I mean, it was a bit dangerous as well, but the way Donnie drives, you know, slightly funny. Anyway, so I know I remember actually sitting and watching that footage a few times, so I know I've got it somewhere. So I've got a whole heap of other clips I can upload when I find them. But I did find another box of videos in the back of the computer room the other day, so it might be in there. It was like a separate box, so set aside, so it might actually, like the original box I got, most of the footage I've uploaded now has come out of that, so hopefully it's in there, otherwise it's at the lockup. But geez, is this the actual one or is this another one? It looks like it's the back end, but this has been filled up. Like it's the same pool, but it's only like half its size now. Like where we're standing now used to be the other edge. I'm gonna have to check. You're gonna have to check with those clips I put up, because that looks like the middle. You know, where Donnie was giving me the frog, or the froglet, or what did he call it? A toadlet. So is this Has this all come down because the bushfire and the water's just washed it all down and it's covered half the the pond up? Well, you never know. It just doesn't look right now. It doesn't look. I mean, that looks. Because I'm assuming I am in the right pond. Yeah, well, where's that pipe that used to be there and things like that? So, well, you never know. Better watch that. There could be snakes underneath that thing. But oh, we should know. I mean, if it is the pond, we should have the MONANTHOS. And is it going to stay growing now? Now that this area here has been lit up, and we know it doesn't like the heat, is it going to be killed off? I mean, has all this come down? Gee, that looks like it could be good for banana. You know, you never know. You've got to keep your eyes peeled. We'll have to see whether banana's actually growing at this time of the year when we get out to cleaning. Come back and keep an eye on this, because you never know. It could have been banana on the side here that we just never noticed because it was dormant. You know, it's just like dormant buds or something. But yeah, yeah. That's see, that was a whole load of. I reckon that's what's happened. Is they've had the bushfire and there's been some reasonably heavy rains here, and it's just washed it all down and it's filled up half the pond, I think. Well, I think it's the pond. I mean, there's nothing else around as far as I can see. Or is that the middle where we used to be? It's amazing. It's how different it's changed in, what, a decade, I suppose. Well, that's definitely the dripping wall, so there, and then it's sort of like another one over there, but this is definitely, I mean, you can check the rocks sitting in there. You should be able to check those from the old footage, if that pattern of rocks there matches the original footage. And what about those rocks sitting on there, those three there? Are they in the, and if it's right, I was up there putting my bag up there in like the second or third clip. So yeah, so where are the plants? This is assuming I am at the right pool. I suppose we've got to go down to the water's edge, I suppose. See if there's anything here. But yeah, well, I can't see anything obviously growing at the water's edge there. I can't even see any pygmea either so far. And I suppose I better walk through here and up here. Johnny's going to be disappointed. If I can get up and out, maybe I'll use this tree as support. I have to take the long way around. Ow, it's all this blackberry. This is not a good sign. Donny doesn't like blackberry. It's a bit slippery. Oh, ow! Oh, I've got a thorn in my hand. Ow! Just going to put the camera down, I think. If that don't slide down and fall into the pond. Here we go. Get back up here. Well, you can see it's been burnt out there along the side. I mean, that would look like it could be nice. If that stayed damp, it'd be nice for banana, I reckon. If that could stay damp like that all the way through the summer. Yeah. I don't know. Somehow it looks smaller now. Maybe it has been filled up with silt from the, you know, the ash and everything being washed down. So I'm going to have to look down there, but it's disappointing. Maybe MONANTHOS doesn't like alkalinity. Maybe it's been killed off. Yeah. Maybe someone sprayed herbicide around here or something after the bushfire, and after the weeds came back up or something, and it's killed off the MONANTHOS. Okay, I can get through here. So they don't collapse down some little mini mine hole or something. Well, so I suppose Donnie's both laughing and disappointed at the same time, unless I can find it. But it doesn't look promising. I can't see anything down near the water's edge so far. No, I think we've lost it. Bugger. Donnie can never get it to grow either. I mean, the only thing that can raise my spirits now is if we found banana down there or something like that. But I doubt it, because we never found it before. And yeah, very disappointing. I'm going to take a long round there and see if there's any pygmy on that side. There were a few over on that side. See if I can get round there. But so far it's extremely disappointing. But I suppose you've got to take the good with the bad. Bad with the good. And yeah, I can't see anything. It's not good. It's not good, Donnie. It's not good. Yeah, bugger. As we say in Australia. Bugger. Getting too old for this. Gone are the days when I was nimble and flexible. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I can't see that pipe running in or anything yet, so it does look, yeah, it does look like the pool here from this side. You recognise it, don't you? It just looks smaller for some reason. Probably the chemistry's all changed because of the ash being washed down. There is still life in there. That's something. Let's see. Oh, these things are still here. They've grown up a bit, especially that one. Now, somewhere down here on this edge here, there were pygmy before. I can't see any. Can't see any remnant leaflets of any new trick at the moment. Yeah, soul destroyingly disappointing. No. No. Oh, I think we've lost it actually. What's down there? Anything? Not sure. Nah, nothing there. Can't even see a single pygmy though. Oh, look how close it got. Look at that. It got burnt out like anything. So the fire got as close as that. Oh, and that. Geez, it got basically 2 feet away from the edge of the water. God. And I bet that was hot. And we know that Monanthos doesn't like heat, so the only place it can survive would be right on the water's edge if it's going to be at all. And I can't see anything. I can't even see any pygmies. Ah, bugger. There's a bit of jelly mould over there. Oh, do you think that's the last bastion of Monanthos, is the jelly mould? Am I going to slip in and get myself all wet again to show you a wet pair of underpants or something? I can't see not a single characteristic leaf. You remember from one of that second or third clip that was going all the way down to the bank? I can't see anything. Not a single sausage. Nothing. Oh. But then again, maybe next year after the bushfire, well, it'll be like, it'll all come back and it'll be stronger than ever. You never know. Anyway, I think this is disappointing. I'm going to have to end this clip, I think. I'm in a really disappointing mood now. And I suppose Donnie is as well. We studied this for about 4 or 5 years, on and off. And I've still got clips from that time, including the dripping wall one, which was quite interesting to upload if I can find it. Oh, I can't see. Nah, I can't see a single leaf. You know me, I could probably spot a needle in a haystack, someone like me. And I can't even see a single pygmy or anything. Bugger. Big bugger. Anyway, I think that's over and out. I'm very disappointed. Oh, I better find some Bernardo up at Cleaning then. They better be impressive, that's all I can say. Otherwise, it's going to be a disappointing day indeed.